She sits upon a throne of gold and ivory, draped in silk that shimmers like captured starlight. Her crown catches the brazier's glow, casting shadows across features carved too perfect to be kind. That crown presses down like shackles forged from her own pride. Every jewel embedded in the metal represents a betrayal swallowed, a humiliation born behind her frozen smile that never reaches her eyes. They call her protector of marriage and family, yet her hands drip with innocent blood, women who never chose their fate, children guilty only of breathing. This is Hera, and she is unworthy of godhood. Leto wandered pregnant with Zeus's twins, unaware her condition meant death. Hera cursed every land, every island, every patch of earth, swearing no ground would shelter Zeus's lover from her wrath. Hera sent the python from its ancient lair, a serpent as long as rivers that hunted Leto across continents, its coils ready to crush both mother and unborn gods. When Leto finally reached barren Delos, and her body convulsed with labor, Hera trapped Eileithyia, goddess of childbirth, on Olympus. 9 days and 9 nights Leto screamed, her body tearing itself apart. Hera watched from her throne with satisfaction curling at her lips. This was justice, she told herself, as a woman suffered beyond all endurance for committing no sin. Only when gods paid ransom did Apollo and Artemis enter the world. Leto collapsed, broken, while Hera returned to her throne. In Thebes, Princess Semele danced at Zeus's altar, her movements graceful as wind through summer wheat fields. She was 16 summers old when the king of gods noticed her beauty and decided she would be his. Pregnant with Dionysus, Semele glowed with secret knowledge of carrying divinity within her mortal womb. She confided in her elderly nursemaid, never suspecting the creature wearing that familiar, trusted face. Hera's voice dripped honey as she planted poison in fertile soil. If Zeus truly loves you, the false nurse whispered with concern, he would show his true divine form to you. Zeus tried desperately to refuse when Semele made her request, his face darkening with terrible knowledge of what must inevitably come. But he had sworn on the river Styx, and such oaths bind even gods. Semele didn't have time to scream before oblivion took her. She became ash and smoke and fading memory, incinerated instantly by glory too pure for mortal flesh to witness. Her unborn child was cut from her burning corpse and sewn into Zeus's thigh. Io served as Hera's priestess in Argos, tending sacred fires with devotion that should have earned protection. Hera transformed her into a white heifer with desperate eyes. The goddess summoned Argus Panoptes, a giant with 100 eyes. He became Io's jailer, watching her every breath. When Hermes killed Argus, the giant's blood soaked the earth. Hera took those 100 eyes and placed them on her peacock's tail. But death was mercy compared to what came next. Hera sent a gadfly that drove Io mad with unending pain. Io ran until her hooves bled, across lands that would bear her name. The insect followed, always stinging. She wandered for years, neither beast nor human, while the gadfly feasted and Hera smiled. In his cradle, infant Heracles strangled 2 serpents Hera had sent. His tiny fists crushed scales while he giggled, too young to understand. When Heracles was grown, a husband and father who had earned peace, Hera struck him with madness that turned his vision red. He woke to find his family's bodies cooling at his feet, their blood on his hands. Hera had made him the instrument of everything beautiful's destruction. The 12 labors were designed to kill him. Face the Nemean lion, slay the Hydra, descend into Hades, and return with Cerberus. Each labor pushed Heracles toward death's breaking point. Hera ensured every obstacle multiplied, every ally turned enemy, every rest became nightmare. She savored his suffering like wine, each drop of blood an offering to her wounded pride. This was justice for a crime committed before his birth. She claims dominion over marriage yet leaves wives widowed and children orphaned. The goddess who should protect the sacred bond turns it into a weapon. She proclaims herself protector of women while transforming them into animals, driving them mad, burning them alive for attention they never sought. Divine justice should elevate morality above human weakness. Yet Hera punishes victims for their abusers' crimes. She holds women accountable for Zeus's violations. Her pride demands satisfaction, but she cannot strike Zeus. So she manufactures righteousness from spite, calling vengeance virtue, while innocent blood stains her hands. The rage meant for her faithless husband cascades onto those who cannot defend themselves. She perpetuates the powerlessness she claims to despise. Gods should embody ideals mortals strive toward. Instead, Hera demonstrates that divinity without wisdom breeds only cruelty. She has built her throne upon broken innocence. Every jewel in her crown represents a life destroyed. Power without compassion, authority without justice, divinity without grace. These define Hera's reign. She wears righteousness while embodying everything God should oppose. Mortals in their imperfection display greater mercy and wisdom than this supposed queen. Farmers show more justice than the goddess who claims to rule them. Hera leaves not protection but devastation across generations. Her name should inspire warning, not worship. She is not a goddess worthy of prayer. She is a tyrant wearing a crown, a murderer draped in silk, embodying the worst of mortal and immortal nature. If you found this exploration compelling, make sure to like this video and subscribe to The Unwritten Wounds for more brutal truths hidden in history's shadows.